Hey guys, this is Blorgish, officer of StarSide Echoes. Today I'm going to be recapping my experience in the Destiny Alpha PvP. Overall, I felt that the PvP was extremely balanced in terms of each class with their grenade, super, and melee special ability. I felt that all the weapons were balanced except for the shotgun, because they give free kills. I've never been a big fan of shotguns because they're so easy and take no skill to use. I'm not a big fan of one-shot kills. The only thing that should be a one-shot kill is a dome shot to the face with a sniper, because those are just satisfying. Another aspect of the game that I find unbalanced are the vehicles, such as the turret. The turret here at B-Base, I found it to be the most unbalanced because of the location and how much of the ground it covers around B-Flag. There's only one corner you can stand in where it took out the flag when you are hidden from the turret, and then you are vulnerable from the rest of the points around B-Flag. The one vehicle that I felt was needed to satisfy fans of vehicles would be the Pike, because it was not like the Interceptor where you could just blow you up in a few seconds, unless of course you use it right. The Interceptor was what I felt was the most unbalanced because of how powerful it was and how long it takes to kill. The Sparrow was a great addition on larger maps to get into the heat of battle. I did find it strange that you were able to summon your Sparrow while you were in combat. There were a few times where people summoned their Sparrows and ran away from me. There were also a few times that I did the same thing. I felt that it was very unbalanced that you could summon your Sparrow that quickly. They could either create an instance where you cannot summon your Sparrow while you are in combat, or they could make your Sparrow summon longer while you're in combat. I'm still using SHAREfactory to create my videos. I only have one clip of commentary left, so bear with me as I say way too many times. The Warlock class was the class that I played the most. The one thing I did not like about them was their super. It felt very inconsistent. Sometimes when you jump in the air when you use it, your super would hit the ceiling or a wall next to you, which would waste your super and prevent you from being able to get the kill. I did not like that at all. The Warlock grenade was definitely a favorite of mine. I still use the original ability where it creates an AoE effect that stays behind after you use the grenade, after it explodes. The Hunter was, I felt, almost overpowered with Golden Gun, although it kind of was a need for that class. Their grenade was similar to the Warlock grenade in the fact that they had the red dots that stayed behind that were attracted to enemies that would go to them and eventually explode when they reached them. The Warlock melee, I forgot, that was one of my favorites, which you just saw there. That was one of my favorites because of, I'm not sure if it was a bug, but it seemed like the lunge and the range on it was very large, very overpowered. I know that whenever your super ability, or your special ability for your class is charged, then it is always a one-hit kill. The Titan class is another class that I need to talk about, obviously. Their super ability is very strange in the fact that it's just a giant AoE explosion around them. I thought that it was just an attack that landed in front of them and only dealt damage to any opponent that was in front of them. The grenade, how it blinds you for a second, I like that, but it does last a bit long. But then again, they do need something that overpowers them, just like Warlocks have their melee and Hunters have their Golden Gun. The super that I used right there, that was a good super, and aiming the Warlock super is definitely one thing that was a bit harder to do about the Warlock, is that the drop that it had, because the weight of the Nova Bomb seemed to increase the farther it went, but that's just gravity acting on it. I was also wondering if Bungie might add having less gravity on the moon to make it more realistic, but then again, they may not. This is one of my first videos, and as I said before, this is the last section of commentary that I can do, which has to go for 5 more minutes, so keep bearing with me, guys. I know it sounds terrible, but that's what we're gonna have to deal with until I get better software, because right now my computer is actually broken, so I cannot edit as well. Throughout the rest of the video, I'm just going to be explaining what's happening and talking about things that I found strange and definitely different about the game. Assists. That assist just reminded me. Assists. I felt it strange that whenever you got the majority of the kill and then someone else killed the player, that you would get an assist instead of what happens in Battlefield when you get the assist counts as a kill. I think that Bungie should definitely implement that. If you deal 70% of the damage and then someone else gets the kill, it should give you the kill instead of them. Another thing that I found that was actually a bug that I'm fairly certain I reported. I had someone's the hunter special ability with throwing knife. Actually, when you use it and you miss someone, or you're not throwing it towards someone, you do not get the ability refunded. Such as the Warlock melee, whenever you use it, but you do not hit someone with it, it instantly refunds it. I think that the Warlock or the Hunter knife should definitely come back if you are not aiming in the proximity of someone. Another thing I saw right there was the Sparrow is summonable in the air. I found it strange that you can summon the Sparrow in the air because that can save you from fall damage.
Zone A. Zone A neutralized.
The Interceptor, which I just got into, obviously. I'm pretty sure I'll hop out of it, but you can see how large the explosions are, and they shoot out of either side of the vehicle. I do not like this vehicle at all. I was actually making fun of it as I was using it in party chat.
Zone C secure.
I don't think so. They haven't said anything yet.
Another thing I felt strange was that the Sparrow would sometimes be in your way. If you could walk through a Sparrow when there's no one on it, I think that would be a great addition to the game, because I'd often got stuck on a Sparrow behind a wall or next to a wall after I got off of it.
Heavy ammo available.
This is the instance of how long it takes to kill a turret. You have to shoot it twice, maybe 3 times to get rid of the layer of glass that is in front of the turret. Then you can snipe the person that is actually on the turret itself.
Enemy captured Zone A.
Here's where I try to use my sniper as a shotgun, because I actually don't have a shotgun on me. That's how much I hate them. I was definitely starting to go ham at the end of this game, because it was our last Crucible game before Alpha ended.
You neutralized Zone A. Zone C lost. Zone A secure. Zone B lost. Enemy captured Zone C.
The flags, I definitely think the flag radius should be expanded a little bit so that you can cap the flag from larger distances.
Zone C
It also is a good addition, because then you feel under more pressure to cap the flag, because of there's such a small limit to what you can capture and where you can capture it. But overall, the PvP reminded me of Halo 2 a lot. Reminded me of Halo. Felt like Bungie. It was a great PvP, and I cannot wait for beta and then finally a release of the game. Thanks for bearing through that commentary with me, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button.